Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Honza's Collection, and in today's video I would like to show you Miles Morales, who is right here. He is 1/6 scale figure from Hot Toys, and I thought that we could start a little bit different this time because I have this nice diorama from all my Spider-Man guys, so I thought that it would be a nice intro. Let me know your thoughts down below, and let's roll in the usual way. But before we will do that, let's take one more look at my new photo studio. It's called Flaudio number 2, and I thought that I will get a little bit better with my equipment, but unfortunately, as you can see, I think that Flaudio 2 is Foldio 2 is a little bit smaller than I need, so most likely I'm going to change it for Foldio 3. So that is all for the intro, and let's roll. Alright, and we are back at the beginning. So as you can see, today we are looking a closer look at the figure from Hot Toys, and it is from the video game Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is second video game in the series, but it's not really a sequel. It's more like 1.5, or like the next episode, because this is a much smaller game than the original Marvel Spider-Man, which has been released back for PlayStation 4, and this has been released also for PlayStation 4, but also as one of the first games for PlayStation 5, and it's an exclusive video game. And because we haven't really got any collector's edition from Insomnia Games, then we have at least this piece from Hot Toys, so we can have a nice Spider-Man, and as you can see, we have the main character Miles Morales in his classic suit. It's not called classic suit, let's be honest, but this is the suit which he wears for the majority of the game, and as it was in the previous video game, Miles can wear tons of different costumes. He collects them during the video game, but this one, which you are looking at closer now, is the significant one, the main costume which he has. So regarding the box art, it's quite straightforward. We have the art box of the like from the game, and he is in his iconic pose, which you can also see in the video game. And if you would be interested to know if he can actually do this pose, yes, he can, which is great. Then we have some credits, and the top looks like this, bottom looks like this, and then if you will slide this thing up, then on the inside you have the figure and all the accessories, but what I think is more interesting is this piece right here, because here you can see the multiple options that you have, and how you can pose him with all these different like accessories. So he can wear the backpack, he can switch the eye plates, he can be in this some sort of winter suit, or he can have his bioelectric Venom blasts. So and that's still not all. So that's how the box art looks. So let's take a closer look on what is inside the box. Alright, and here we have all the bits and pieces that comes with Miles, and yeah, we have here Miles as well, and I think that you can already tell that he has a lot of accessories, but he's missing one thing, and I'm sure you guessed it already. It is the head sculpt, because we only have him in the mask, but we don't have head sculpt from the video game, which is unfortunate. But at least there is one company who is creating the custom head sculpt. So in case you are missing it as much as I am, because I really love head sculpts, and I usually put my figures with head sculpts on my display, not inside the masks, then you can order it. But to be honest with you, I'm still not sure if I will buy it, because like I haven't been impressed with the head sculpt when I saw the promo pictures, so I don't know yet. We'll see. But regarding the accessories, I think we have to start with the backpack, because that is probably the best accessory here. It is something really extra, because this thing looks real. It looks very realistic. It's I don't want to say that it looks like that it is alive, because obviously it cannot be, but you can already tell that the detail on this backpack are outstanding. The details are just amazing, and you cannot move with the zippers or change things up, and this is the way how you will attach it on the figure, so like that, and just plug it in. So it's easy, but I would be careful not to break it. And then on the inside, there is nothing really special here. You have just a foam, and you can easily put it out if you want to, but I'm keeping it on the inside, because then I can take my cat and slide it in, and then this is what you have. And it is just absolutely outstanding. And like, for example, my wife don't really like this type of hobby which I have, but when she saw this, she was like, okay, I can deal with that, because she just loves animals, and it's very cute. So that's what you can have. And by the way, this cat is not called Spider Cat, as you could imagine. It actually is called Spider-Man, which is a little bit strange, but if you have played the video game, you know that I'm telling you the truth. And then, like, regarding the cat itself, you can't really move it. It's just a plastic piece, so it has only one purpose only, which is this. So you can't really like put it somewhere else, because it just looks strange. And like, I would like to have a fur on this and not this plastic piece, but as the accessory, as he is still not the main character, I'm fine with that. I can live with that. So that's Spider-Man, and then we also have this piece right here. So if you want to, you can remove this side like this, and you can pull it in, and the backpack will be closed. But I'm not going to press it now, because it took me some time to plug it away when I first tried it, so I will remain this open, and we can slide the cat on the inside, and that's how it should look like. All right, then what else we have? We have spider webs, of course, and they are the regular ones. So in case you have never seen the webs before, this is what you can get. As you can see, I have already attached it on the hand, and I will get back to it, but this is also the rest of the webs. And some collectors don't really like them that much. I'm fine with that. I'm glad that we have them, and I'm glad that we have various options. So obviously, like, the web can be shorter, it can be longer as it is now. It can have this this end or it doesn't have to have it. So you can do whatever you want. But I already attached it on the hand because I wanted to show you guys this mechanism, because I think it's really an interesting one, and I'm really happy that they have included this, because that's how you can attach the webs on the whipping hand. Because, for example, when I was reviewing the homemade suit, he doesn't have this. So if you want to slide the webs on the inside, you just simply have to remove the fabric a little bit and slide it in, and you are basically destroying it, because there is not as good mechanism as we have right here. So as you can see, you will just simply remove the part of the hand, and you will change it for this, so it looks realistic. And if you have like normal whipping hand without web, then you will just click it on the inside, and it will look exactly like it looks right here. So I think it's very simple, very clear, and I'm really glad that they have included this. And by the way, the hands looks really great, because you can see that there are multiple patterns on the hand. It almost looks like it's not only rubberish style material right here, but also like something which reminds me carbon maybe, but I don't know. I have, as far as I remember, I haven't seen in the video game that they would call it somehow. So I'm not sure about the choice of material, but the figure obviously is plastic. And I also like this type of hand, because here you can see that it is a crawling hand. So if you want him to put him on the wall, that he climbs somewhere, you definitely can. And it, like, look at the fingers. Look how they are like this. Right? I cannot really show you. Like, if you will take a look at the end of the finger, how it has been pulled out like this, it looks really realistic and exactly how you would like to have it for your display, which is great. And then we have a bunch of eyes, so also very simple, and you can easily remove them because it's magnetic on the other side. And what I would like to point out here is that if you will take a closer look, then you can see, and I'm not sure how much it will be visible on the camera, there we go, you can see the pattern on the white section. So it looks almost like an eye of a fly. So I think it's amazing, because they could just simply put some white plastic there and there you go, but they didn't. They put some effort into this, and now it looks even more realistic than I would expect, at least. So that's great. Then we have this Venom blast effects. So we have 3 of them. This belongs on his chest, as you have seen in the intro, and these 2 belongs on his 2 arms. So you have to remove the hand, slide it in, and put the hand again back there. And what I would like to point out is that I think it's better than the most of the energy effects which we are receiving from Hot Toys, because like I really like the paint job here because we have saturated dark yellow right here, and then it is going lighter, and all the way to the white part. And I think it really looks like electricity, or bioelectricity to be more specific. And I think it's a nice effect, and I will definitely use it on my display. And then we should also talk about the stand, and it's a classical hexagonal stand. It is made out of plastic, no metal nameplates, nothing like that. The only important part here is the fact that you have dynamic pole, and here the like this is glossy, this spider, and this is a little bit, I wouldn't even call it 3D, but you can feel that it is also a little bit glossy, and yeah, I think it's okay. Like I usually prefer to have something like outside of the movie or from the video game, so I would rather see like I don't know, maybe a road or something, but I can live with that. It's fine, and it's as I said, some sort of classical suit, so it makes sense. And then we should also talk about the winter accessories. And first of all, I have to mention that I'm really glad that they have added all of these things here, because usually if we are receiving a figure from Hot Toys, we are not getting a lot of accessories, and they are usually trying to, unfortunately, milk us for all our money. So they are releasing a bunch of Spider-Mans, and they are not as different. I'm talking about you, a Cyborg Spider-Man, from the different Spider-Mans, and so they easily could take all these winter parts away and sell it again, this to us as a Miles in winter costume or whatever, and they didn't, and I'm super happy for this. So I really appreciate it. And yeah, we have these two socks which belongs on his legs. You have to slide them around the ankles, and you shouldn't remove the boots, so that's important thing, because they shouldn't be removable, so be careful. But yeah, they look okay, and it is normal fabric material, exactly the same type of material that you are using for your own socks, which you might have right now on you. And then we have this scarf. So you cannot really change it, like it is how you can see that. So you have to remove the hat, slide it in, and put the hat back, and it should go like that. One part will be at the front and one at the back. And yeah, it's quite okay. I think it's a nice touch, and yeah, I will change it from time to time. And then we have this winter hat, and I think this is one of the best accessories which we have here, because obviously you don't need to have this only on Miles. You can put it on anybody, just like the rest of the accessories. But I think that you will enjoy the most fun with this, because imagine this on Deadpool, or maybe on Darth Vader, or maybe, for example, Thanos, if you will be able to pop it in. So yeah, I think it's really cool, and I'm super happy that we have this. And the last piece is this earmuffs, and I wasn't sure like if these are headphones or not, because Miles in the video game is a big fan of hip-hop music, and he is it's like, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but let's just say that music plays a big part in his life. So I thought originally that these are headphones, but they are not. They are only earmuffs. So that means that they should just keep his ear warm in the winter. So you can easily slide it on him. But to me, this is the least favorite accessory, because like that's how he should wear it, and I think he just looks like Leia. Or I don't know. It's a little bit strange. I don't like it, and I don't think that he looks good in this. So yeah, like I'm not mad that we are having another accessory, but for me personally, I will keep it in the box. So that's all for this part, and let's take a closer look at Miles himself. Alright, and here we have Miles Morales, straight up and down, in the museum pose, nothing really crazy, no accessories. And as you can see, he looks really great, and he could look maybe even better if I would be able to play with the light good enough so that it is going to be a little bit more visible how great he is. So maybe if I will use this light, it could be okay. We'll see about that. But as you can see, like at the first view, he's not that special, right? He's just a guy in a black suit with some red sections on it, and that's pretty much it. So why he is so well received by the collector's audience, you might ask? And dear viewer, I will tell you. Because he is just outstanding, and he can do pretty much almost whatever you would like, and he has very small intricate details which may not be visible from this angle and on this camera, but let's try something else. If we will go a little bit closer. Now look at this. The head sculpt, it is okay. You know this, and if you have ever seen some Spider-Man pictures, Spider-Man figures, then you know what to expect, right? But let's take a closer look on his neck and below, and there you can see that there is a pattern on the black section. There is a small pattern, like it looks a little bit like gaps, and there is tons of them, and it's also a little bit 3D because the red web on the black part is really on top of it. So it's not printed, it is like stitched to his outfit, basically. And that's not the only thing. If you will go a little bit down with your eyes, then look at the red section, the big V in the middle. You can also see that there is another pattern. It's not straightforward red. It's something else. Can you see that now? It might be too big for you at the moment, but I think that it will allow you to appreciate all the different patterns that you can see right here, and then also the spider himself. If you will look from the side, you can see that he is also 3D, and that he has been somehow glued on the outfit. And that is amazing, right? If we would be talking about Miles from, I don't know, Hasbro or Mattel or any toy company, then it would be just a black plastic suit and then like some red sections on it, and you know, we will either print it on it or like do some paint job, and that's it. But here you can see all the details and all the effort that they needed to put on this. And also the design of the suit is great as well, because here you can see that it also continues, and you have different sections of the black. So there is a gloss black part and matte black part, and you can also see the stitching right here that is not as great, right, on the shoulders, but on the other hand, usually we don't display our figures like this, right? You usually want to see their face, so it's not a big deal for me. By the way, the ass is also not as good as it could be, so it's not really, I don't know, like, I don't really care about this stuff, but some would. So just to make it complete, you have some idea, right? And then you can see like this black belt on his on his body, and also you have to be careful if you are bending him, because this could potentially damage something, and the same goes down on the knees, because he also has another section right here. And you can also see another pattern which goes like this. Can you see that? I hope you can. And then let's go down to see his boots, and they look great. They are simple but great. I don't have any problems with them. And for those of you who are interested to see this part, there you go. So I think it's okay. They could easily not focus on them, but they did, and I'm happy that they did so, because obviously Spider-Man is one of the characters who can be seen also with his foot, for example, like this, right? So that moves us to the articulation segment. So as you can see, you have plenty of options, and everything is on ratchets. That's as far as you can go. And then you have double joint at the ankles, or at the knees, sorry. And here we have a small toe articulation. It's not very visible. It could be better, but better than nothing. I'm fine with that. Then if we will go like this, so yeah, he can sit. It doesn't really look that great, as everything is like bunched and there is a creasing there for sure, so I wouldn't recommend this. But I think it still is great that we have plenty of options. And then you can also do something like this, because he can be upside down or whatever. He's a Spider-Man, so you can do whatever you want. That's cool. You have also ratchets right here, so you can go even higher. Something like this is the maximum. And look at the creasing here, that's not okay. And then forward like this. It's amazing. You have butterfly joint right here. You have double joint at the elbows. Also be careful right here. And classic 1/6 scale joint in hands. And then when it goes to his head, it can go like here, like this right here, and down like this, and he can also do a little bit to the side, so he can look a little bit like Goofy if you want to. So that's it, and now let's do some poses. So starting off with something really simple, but I thought it might be good to have him like that, because he looks like that he's shouting something in the crowd. Imagine thousands of people around him screaming that we want free bread or something. So yeah, that would be him asking for something and just be on the inside of some crowd. Let's try something else. And here we have another pose which is slightly more dynamic, and as you can see, he is getting ready for the battle. He's cold, but he definitely wants to make sure that his cat Spider-Man will be okay, and that he will not be sick. But on the other hand, he's getting ready to put some blast from his Venom powers to somebody. So yeah, that's another option how you can display him. And as I said, you have tons of options, and as he can move almost any way you want, the only thing that limits you right here is basically your imagination and your creativity. And yeah, one final epic display at the end for all of you guys who sticked with me throughout the last half an hour. So thank you guys for watching. Here you can see my whole Spider-Man collection, everyone that I have so far. So right here at the back we have Spider-Man from Marvel's Spider-Man video game, Mark IV suit. It is Hot Toys. Actually, all four of these guys at the back are Hot Toys. So then we have obviously Miles Morales. Then we have homemade suit from Spider-Man Far From Home, and then we also have Tom Holland head sculpt on upgraded suit from Spider-Man Far From Home as well. Then down here we have Spider-Man in his classic suit. It is a statue by Diamond Select Toys. And then we have this little guy right here, which is of course Spider-Man from Lego. Then we have this guy right here. This is from the collection by De Agostini. So usually it was here a couple of years ago, so when you were out to the shop for newspaper or something, then you could buy also small figure of a Marvel superhero. And then right here we have Peter Parker from collector's edition of Marvel Spider-Man video game by Insomniac Games, and he has his suit. I forgot its name, but it's the main one that he has throughout the majority of the game. So as you can see, I have a lot of them, and I just love Spider-Man as a group of strange people who are amazing, pun intended. So I hope you guys enjoyed it so far. Please let me know how did you like this video, if you like this format or not, and you can also share with me your Spider-Man collection, because as he is such a popular character, I'm pretty sure that most of you will have even bigger collection than I have at the moment. And of course, I'm hoping that my collection will be even bigger. I have not included the villains, like for example Green Goblin right here, or Mysterio from Hot Toys, and hopefully more characters incoming. So stay tuned, and let's see you guys in another video.